What's up, YouTube family? We are back with another crazy one, and today we are literally bringing a very crazy one to you all, and this is literally going to be so crazy, right? Now, I'm literally going to show you all what we actually did for the week and how you can literally be part of it. And before we literally proceed, right, I'm literally going to say you will stick to the end of this particular video, and don't forget to like and subscribe to this particular YouTube channel. And if you're particularly new to this YouTube channel and you're looking to be part of our free Telegram community, right, the link is below in this particular video description to be part of our free Telegram community. So far for the week, we actually did two crazy flip setups, right? Which have been a very crazy one, and this is literally us smashing new milestones right there in the market. So this is literally what we actually did have. Now, this is literally the free Telegram community, and as we can see right here, I'm literally going to be breaking down the two major flip trades which we actually did have for the week, right? And today being Wednesday, we actually did catch up with a 500 USD all the way to 11,000 USD, right? And this was literally this sell setup which we actually use in taking out this setup or taking out this crazy flip, right? And still yesterday being Tuesday, we actually did a 200 USD to over $5,000, right? And you can literally do this too, right? So I'm literally going to be breaking this down. And as I did say, this setup was literally sent into the community right there, and it was literally also replicated across copy trading accounts, which are literally accounts connected to my own personal account, where these flips are literally being done. So this was literally the entry, as we did say, this was literally the entry for this particular short trade. This was literally the entry right here. You see it, right? We actually had our entry right here, and this was literally the very simple precision model. And let's say we actually did get price floating over 8K and profit from a $500 account. And we actually did close right here at 11,000 USD, right? This was literally where we closed this particular short. And as we did say, the level was literally called out right here. And this particular trade setup was also sent to the trade call committee, right? So we actually did see price found out right here, precision to the verity, and we dropped down all the way to this downside. Same thing literally happened yesterday. Now, for the copy trading account, we actually did get this replicating a quick scalp of over 100 pips, right? Where we did actually have 100 to 300, and this was literally smashed on the copy trading, as we can see right here, okay? Previously, we actually did get a 50 to over 150 on the copy trading account. So, and on another copy trading account, we actually did see a quick flip, or let's say a little flip of 18 USD to over 132 USD, right? So let's get to the chart and break this down, and you can literally see how we were able to like do this and how you can literally be able to like capitalize on this too in respect to the market. And this was also the trade which we actually did call out yesterday right there, and we actually did take if 200 USD all the way to 5K, right? Again, if I can do this, you can literally do this, right? And as I did say, if you're looking to be part of this free Telegram community, the link is right here below in this particular video description. You can literally be part of our free Telegram community. So how did we actually capitalize on this, right? I'm literally going to give you a step-by-step guide on how you can be able to like, capitalize on this and do the same thing still, right? Now, you definitely have to like go back there, look up the market, do your homeworks, and then it's literally going to be an oh easy peasy, right? Now, previously we actually do have videos right there in our free YouTube channel where we actually talk about levels, which I actually specifically do make use of, right? Now, this is literally on the daily. Now, specifically on the daily, I'm literally going to use a very clean chart to map this out. We're going to make use of a very clean chart. So, like map this out, right? All right. All right. So firstly, as we actually did say in the previous YouTube videos, right? We actually do make use of high value areas and price, which literally entail the use of a simple candlestick concept, right? And then we're literally going to like look at this. So firstly, I actually did have price running all the way to the upside, And firstly, I'm literally going to break down how we did this and how we did this, right? So because of me trying to like keep things simplified, I'm literally going to break down how we were able to like catch this particular shot, right? So firstly, right here, we actually did see that our area of focus was literally at this particular point, right? So I actually did use a 4 hour resistance area, if I have to like put it that way, or let's say high value area. And as I did say, high value areas are points of crazy reactions, right? Where we should definitely see high impulsive movement coming from, right? So at this particular point, we actually do see the presence of this SNR level, which we call a blind spot, right? We call this a blind spot. Now I can literally say, if I switch all the way to the daily time frame still, if I literally switch all the way back to the daily time frame still, I literally can do a simple um, approach, right? Which is literally going to determine which particular level I want to actually look at for short, right? If I actually don't want to go through the entire stress of trying to like refine and break down, I literally have to like do a very simple concept. So I'm literally going to pull out my fib and then I'm literally going to take it all the way from the high of this particular candle, that is the wick area, all the way down to this particular weak area right here. Okay, so I'm literally going to measure the bearish candlestick specifically from the highest point, that is the high wick area, all the way to the downside. And we actually want to see price pull back all the way or react above the 0.61% level. Okay, now instead of trying to like go all the way down, 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 and then complicate things over and over again, right? All I have to like do right now is to like look out for a setup right above this particular point. Let's call this, let's say this is literally going to be where I actually want to sell from any point above the 0.61% level, right? So this is literally me going to say this is literally going to be our area of focus, right? So we actually want to do a very simple job right here by scaling all the way to the lower time frame, either on the 4 hour time frame. And on the 4 hour time frame, as I did say earlier on, if you actually don't want to go through the entire refining, I can literally just pop up the easiest thing right now. And on this particular 4 hour, right, we can see the presence of a very simple pattern. And this is price made a higher high, higher low, higher high, and then boom, we made a lower low, right? And lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, right? So we actually did see the presence of a very fresh supply, which actually did propel price all the way to the downside, right? As I did say, we're literally approaching this from a very simple perspective, right? I'm not trying to complicate things at least. So price actually did tap into this supply zone right here. And then this is literally enough reason for us to like move all the way to the downside. But still, we actually can't rely on just these two confluences, right? What other confluences do I actually have to match up with this to actually make it a high probability setup? So since this is literally the 4 hour supply right here, we actually can scale down all the way to the 30 minutes. Now on the 30 minutes, you can literally see the presence of another confluence, right? So let's see what price actually has in store for us. So at this particular point, I'm waiting for this to like load up. Now, in order to be also fair, right, I actually like going, or me personally, I keep going down step by step in respect to the refining. That is to say, I go the daily, the 4 hour, the 30 minutes, and so on, right? I literally don't care about trying to keep it simple in respect to my own side. I like to take into consideration every single detail, but this does not like um, neglect the fact that this thing can literally be simplified exactly the same way I explained it, right? For those in the mentorship, for those who are literally put on right on this ride, I actually do put them through the easiest way, right? So they don't get to like have this crazy confusion coming in. As I did say, if you're literally new to this particular YouTube channel, don't forget to click on the link in this particular video description to join our free Telegram community. Now, this is literally what you actually have in store right here. So on the 4 hour supply, which is literally at this particular point, right? Which is literally at this particular point, we can see that price made a mini structure, which is a higher high, higher low. Let's call this a shoulder right here, a head, and then boom, price gave a structural change to the downside. Hence, we expect the right shoulder to come all the way back to the same level, right? And if we actually do zoom in a little bit right here, I'm literally going to take this out. I'm literally going to like leave this out so that I get to show you how the refining is like. So we actually do have this head and shoulder pattern right here nested in the 4 hour supply. So if I take this all the way to this particular point, right, and we actually scale back to the 4 hour time frame, we are going to see for a very sure fact that we were able to like filter out the entire noise, right? We were literally able to like filter out the entire noise, and this is literally what I literally have, what I literally had right there. So this is it. This is literally the level right here, and boom, we were able to like have this point of price. Okay, this was literally the points we did get in price action. All right, so you can see we actually did prioritize precision amongst or above every single thing in price. Literally, no matter what, it's all about precision, right? Now we actually do see price um attempt coming into this particular level, and we did see a quick reversal all the way to the downside, right? Now, how do I actually capitalize on this, and how was I able to like stack in or scaling my positions, right? Now, irrespective of the fact that this was literally almost a perfect tap rejection, right? You can see for a very short fact that if I literally decide to like scaling from this particular point all the way to having my stop loss, this is literally going to be a big one at least because I need to like give my room create more room to breathe, right? I literally need to like give it a room to breathe. But in this particular case, right, I literally need to like play just more of continuations in order to have a minimal risk right there and then actually have a crazy reward, right? So right now we actually do see that price actually did give us the presence of a bearish engulfing candle. And with the presence of a bearish engulfing candle, this literally dictates that the sellers are practically present in the marketplace. All I literally have to do is literally repeat the same thing, right? So since this is a bearish engulfing candle, and I literally don't want to like put up with confusion, right? All I have to do is to measure up this particular candlestick to actually know where I literally want to look at for my short from, right? So as we did see, price actually did retrace all the way to the 0.61% level, and I literally will be looking out for shorts above this particular level, right? Now, this corresponds with every single thing I've been showing you already in the previous videos, because if you literally decide to scale through, you're definitely going to see the same present levels all around it, right? So this is literally the 0.61% level. And if I decide to scale all the way to the 15 minutes chart, we did see for a very, very sure fact that one particular pattern was present, right? So I'm literally taking out this fib, and we can see for a very sure fact that in this particular point, we do see the presence of a very simple pattern, right? And this is literally going to take us all the way to what? Shoulder. This is a head right here, and then press coming back. This is a right shoulder, right? And this was literally a very easy one. This was literally a very easy one, right? You can see for a very short fact that price came back into this, tapped into this, right? And if we go back to what I literally sent to the community, because I did send this all the way to the community, right? We actually did see that I sent in a before and after, right? We actually can see this. This was literally before, right? And price actually did drop all the way, tap into this, right? And boom, we expanded real quick. This was literally a quick drop all the way to the downside. So this is it, guys. And we actually did map this out. Price came back, tapped into this, still with a very simple confirmation, right? Shoulder, left shoulder right here. This is a head. Price came back to the same level, and we actually did get a higher time frame confirmation to this particular shot, right? Now, this is this, right? We actually did fail to like scaling at this particular point because we actually did miss it, right? Now, let's take a look at how we were able to like scale into this. The easiest way was this, right? Now, this was literally how we were able to like scale into this. We actually did see that after price tapped into this particular level, price made it high, and we actually did see price come back down, lower low, lower high, lower low, right? And boom, price came back into this particular support level, right? And this is literally what we call a simple break and retest. And in respect to my trading or how I trade, we call this a blind spot, right? Price did come back into this, right? And this is literally us setting the pace for a lower high formation and then price drop and possibly all the way to the downside. So this was literally a very easy guide. This was literally how I was able to like do this, right? Now, one of the reasons why we were able to like go all in, or one of the reasons why I was able to like stack all in at this particular point was not just expecting price coming into this, right? If we literally zoom in, I can literally show you that as price tapped into this particular level, we actually did see the presence of a bearish engulfing candle. And as I did say previously, engulfing candles actually depicts the presence of impulse in the marketplace, right? It's literally depicting that, oh, bro, like the sellers are literally in control and then the buyers are no longer there, right? So if you actually do have a presence of sellers right here, and I literally still don't want to like get myself confused, it's only did take me drawing my fib still, measuring the high and low, right? With a candlestick, and boom, this was literally the 0.61% level, and I stacked all in into this, and then boom, price dropped impulsively, and we literally just smashed this particular this was literally over 300 to 200 pips drop. This was literally over 300 pips drop all the way to the downside, and this was literally in a couple of minutes, right? So these are the kind of movements we actually want to capitalize on, and then this same thing right here, these are the kind of movements we actually want to capitalize on that happen in respect to just a course of few minutes, right? And then we literally don't understand. And as I did say, if we refer back to the pictures or the screenshot which I sent right there to the community, the entry pattern was literally the same thing as I did say, right? We can literally like take a look at this. Entry was literally taken at this particular point and then price dropped all the way down there. So this was literally an easy one, guys. And as I did say, if you're new to this particular YouTube channel, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you're looking to be part of the free Telegram community. The link is right there below in this particular video description. You can literally click on it and then it's literally going to bring you to where we are. So peace out, guys. We're literally looking to do more crazy flip, possibly $100 to $5,000 before the week runs out. See you guys on the next slide.